What's up, cooking peeps? It's Wednesday! Yeah! We got a lot of things to talk about. It was my birthday a few days ago, and I had a good time. So let's get to it. It's Wednesday. Let's do this. So I hope you guys are having a great week. It is Wednesday. I'm just coming off of my birthday, and let me tell you, I had a fabulous time. Eric did some stuff that I was like shocked because I thought that the cooking chef was like my birthday present, but he hooked me up and above that. So I'll show you what he gave me. So what do you guys think of my new coaster here? I got me a big glass of water. It is hot, hot, hot. So I need a little drink of water. This came from a mixer or something. It was like a piece of foam. So Eric says he's repurposing my packaging and turning it into a coaster here. So that's why that is there. So how are you guys? I hope everything is going well. Summer is starting to roll. The heat is coming, right? We're going to barbecue. It was Father's Day. I hope you had a great Father's Day. Got the grilling on, right? You got the grilling on, Eric?
Sure.
Eric didn't grill me anything. We basically went out to eat because it was my birthday. So I got some stuff to show you this week. Some of it I got just in the last couple of days. One thing I got a couple weeks ago, and I didn't return it, so I'll show you that because now I'm stuck with it. So let me show you what I got in the last few days. So he got me a new phone. Awesome, right? He got me a Galaxy S9 Plus. I don't know. But the very first thing that I did with this is you could take a selfie and then it turns you into a little cartoon. So if I can capture a still on that, I will put it at the end or the still for this video so you can see how it looked. When I took a picture of Eric and made it, he said, "Why does it give me eyeliner?" And for mine, I seriously look like Sally Fields. So I don't know why I don't look like anything like Sally Fields, but some reason the phone thinks I do look like Sally Fields. So I'm going to have fun playing around with this. Thank you, Eric. He got me all kinds of stuff to go with this. Some glass thing that goes on the front, cases, all kinds of fun stuff. So I did get the Kenwood.
Can I interrupt for a second here? Y'all know how much of a prude Amy is when it comes to spending money. She is just tight as a wad with spending no money, no wasting, right?
Never.
But she's like, "Oh my gosh, how much does this cost?" And when I told her, she's like, "Oh, we got to send it back, got to send it back." But you know what happened?
Yeah.
As soon as she made a cartoon, poof! Oh, it's so worth it.
Yeah,
that alone.
It was worth the $900, right, for the phone, just for the cartoon alone. So there you go. So some of the things that I have. Oh, let me get an X-Acto knife real quick. Okay, thanks to my lovely assistant. One of the other thing I got for my birthday is my mom got me an Ancestry DNA kit. So I'm going to go ahead and do the honors with this, and I'm going to find out my history. And I've wanted to do this for a long time, and I don't know why. It was like, oh, I want to do this. And as soon as I got this box, I was sort of like got nervous about it. I don't know why all of a sudden. Why is that? So what do I have to do here? I've got to activate, gather the DNA. Okay. And I have a feeling I know what that is. Oh yeah, there it is. I have to spin in this sucker and then send this back here. So, okay, it's going to be interesting how this comes out because I'm pretty much a mixed bag. And I think you guys might be shocked at some of the things because everybody tells me all kinds of different things about what they think I am. And so we'll see how this goes. So without any information, post in the comments what you think my ancestry will come out. I'm not going to say anything about what I think. One of the things is I was adopted. So it is a total mixed bag when it comes to my ancestry. I know some things, but I don't know a lot. So just take a look at me and tell me what you think I am. I can give you an idea that part of me comes from Europe, part of me comes from Africa, and part of me comes from America, I believe. So take a wild guess and see how close we'll be. I'll show you guys the results of this, but it's going to be interesting. That's all I got to say.
If Amy was a mixer, what continent would warranty return be offered?
So the next thing is the thing that I bought that I thought was going to be something, and then when I got it, I was like, I don't really necessarily like this, but I forgot to send it back. So it's mine now. Last week, I think I showed you a bread loaf pan, and I said I was looking for a certain size. Well, at the time I ordered that, I ordered this too. I want to make a cube-shaped loaf, and I think I can do this with maybe a 1 pound loaf. I'm not exactly sure what size of the dough ball, but this is a cubed loaf pan. And I have another one that's like this, that's a full loaf pan, and it's basically Pullman. So when you see loaves that are completely square, you make those using a Pullman loaf pan. And that's what this is. This makes a fully square Pullman loaf, but it's just a straight up cube. I thought that was going to be kind of neat. But when I got it, the lid slides on and off here, and I almost think the more I slide on and off, because the inside is nonstick, which I didn't know, but it's going to get, it's going to scratch the nonstick in there. So when I saw that, I was like, I'm just going to return this. And then guess what? I forgot to return it. So I guess it's mine, and I guess we're going to be trying this out. So stay tuned, and we're going to make a square loaf of bread. So one thing that I'm really a fan of is specialty spice companies, because I really feel like you get a lot better quality spices than you do at your regular grocery store. One thing that came up about this, because people ask me, how is it really true that you get better spices? And one of the things I can tell you, for instance, is with garlic powder. Garlic powder or granulated garlic. When they make granulated garlic, they throw in the garlic. And when you have like producers that make huge bulk spices, they throw in everything. You're getting the garlic, you're getting the papers, you're getting the stems. You're always getting that. But some companies use less of that skins and end pieces than others. So if you get a high quality garlic, granulated garlic, that they limit the amount of extra stuff in there, it will be more pungent. So when we buy our granulated garlic from Penzeys, it's really strong garlic because there's more garlic in there. When you buy a big bulking thing from your local warehouse club where they're, making hundreds of tons of granulated garlic, they're throwing everything in there. Skins, roots, leaves, whatever, right? Everything that's picked is going in there. So one of the things you'll find is the strength of the garlic scent and flavor is a lot less than with a higher quality spice.
Cumin, that one time that we used cumin, didn't really help the stew at all, but then as soon as we got the good stuff from Texas, boom,
yeah. So we bought some cumin just from our regular club store and it was okay. And then we bought some from a spice company and it was like, wow, right? There's a few places that I order from. I order from Penzeys. I order from Penzeys in Texas. I also order from
The Gift Basket.
The Gift Basket. I think they're in New Mexico. We mainly get all our like chili and stuff from them. One thing that the Gift Basket has is they have green chili powder, and you can use it to make chili verde. Let's see. Woo! We got a Penzeys. So Penzeys was running this sale. They've been doing this frequently, where you get a bunch of free stuff if you order and all that fun stuff. So we did this. We've done it twice now, and this last time we got all kinds of free stuff. So we got a Love People Cook Them Tasty Food bumper sticker. This is a sample of ground cumin. That's nice. Try out their cumin. Okay, so we got ground red chipotle. Ooh, this is like Christmas. What else do we get here? Some of this stuff we got free. Like I spent like $20, $30, something like that, and I got like $100 worth of stuff. So this is Fox Point. This is one of their mixes. I really love Fox Point. I think this is one of our free items. I think the ground chipotle, actually, now that I think about it, all the ground spices were free. The only thing that I actually paid money for was the extracts. So I ordered 3 extracts and I got all the spices for free. So my total came to $59.58, but with all the discounts they were running, the discount was $32.73, so I spent $27.52. There's another Fox Point. This is 1.4 ounce. Okay, so this is some orange extract. I thought this would be really good in frostings and stuff. So that's some orange extract. That's one of the ones that I... This is some lemon extract. Sweet. This is almond extract. Let's see what else we have in here. Got some cilantro, dried cilantro. And some Northwoods Fire. So this is a spicy. This is great on grilling steaks, fish, chops. Sprinkle on chicken or turkey, vegetables. 1 to 2 teaspoons per pound. The Northwoods, the Fox Point, the cilantro, the half-cup Fox Point jar, the extracts, and the ground chipotle pepper. And some reason they threw in a little cumin as a trial. Awesome. So those are Penzeys spices. One of the things I could say is just find yourself a really quality spice company. It's not necessarily more expensive, because if you buy big vats of spices and then you don't use it and a couple years go by and you have to throw it away anyway, it wasn't a value. So a lot of times, you know, you get real high quality stuff. You don't have to quite use as much. And I just think it's worth it, you know, finding your favorite spice company. I'll put a couple links down in the description to people that we've used. Yeah, so these will really kick up your dishes. So, be quiet on this one, because Eric told me that I can no longer order stuff from QVC because, you know, because you get the easy pay and they just keep coming with the easy pays, right? And so this came up and I was like, I've wanted this for a while and I had to get it, right? And I was thinking, what am I gonna do? I gotta get this. This went in and then went out and went in and went out, and I didn't get it at the time and I wanted them. and I didn't buy them. And then like last week or so, well, maybe a month ago, it came up, well, tell Eric it was a couple months ago, right? It came up and I was like, wow, they actually have, and they only had 2 colors and it was like an as is. So I don't know what's up with that. So it's not something I think they even have back in stock, but I was like, I gotta get it, right? So I got orange and red. It doesn't match what I have. So what this is it is actually Temp-tations, and it is their baker boards. I better run fast.
Confession of Boo, part 10 here. She says, I don't order very much from QVC. She loves In the Kitchen with Dave and all that. She tapes them all the time, and it's just entertainment. But then I noticed a little things popping up here and there. Temp-tations kind of got her off track. So another
Bye,
one.
Boo. Go work in the garage or something. So let's just get this open before we got a fight on our hands, right? These were cheap. They were cheap. I think they're like half of what they normally are. See, Bill?
Oh, they're only $100?
No, these were like not even 20. Oh, look, and they make returns so easy. What? Okay. So we got 2 of them jumping off. I see one's been opened.
Boink.
So my as is, probably one of them is a return. So that's a little scary. This one here, it looks like maybe it was open too. So maybe we have 2 returns. I don't know how this is gonna go. A lot of people order as is and they like them. Some people have had issues with as is, so I think I'm still in the, well, I didn't really pay too much for these, so I don't know if I would return them. Would you return something that was like not even 20 bucks?
Do I want a $10 paperweight? No.
Ooh, okay. So this is really, I ordered these for the baking boards, but there's a few things in these boxes. So let's see what we got. So here's the baker board. Woo, sweet. So this is basically like a sheet pan, but it's made out of silicone, and it has a rim around here, so it's nice and steady. So you can put things on here, throw it in the oven just like a sheet pan. But these are pretty cool. This is the red. I think one's red and one's cranberry, so they're pretty close in color. So these are really cool. They got the sturdy handles. They have this, so you could actually put a chicken on one of these and throw it in the oven and roast a chicken right on here. I don't know if the juices go psh, but you could put a pizza on here. You can make anything, and it has a handle, so it's not just, a flat piece of silicone. It's like a baking sheet, but it's made out of silicone, so easy cleanup, goes right in the dishwasher. Yay, right? These are cool. So it also comes with a lid, a silicone lid that goes to their bakers. I don't know what size baker this goes to, but it goes to one that will probably fit in my set. I think maybe like a 9x7 or something like. They come with ceramic lids, but they also have these, which are really cool. And it also comes with a giant sheet of silicone that you can cut any size you want to. So you can actually cut a piece and keep it on one of the racks in your oven at the bottom. So anything that drips on will go on here. I don't know necessarily, what I'll use this for. I think you can cut it and make like something like a silpat. You can cut it the size of your whatever pan you want. Maybe like your sheet pan, and you can use it as a silpat. But it's just a huge piece of silicone, like baker board. You can cut it into
put it on your dashboard so your cell phone don't fly everywhere.
Put it on your dashboard. You can cut a piece. One of the things that I always find is when I use my cutting board, they can slide around a lot. You can cut a piece the size of your cutting board and then put it under your cutting board to keep your cutting board from sliding around when you use it. Pretty cool, huh? So those two pieces to me are just a bonus. I bought them for these baker boards.
What's your other one look like? Same thing?
It's the same thing, but it's just a slightly different color. I mean, my color is eggplant, but they've been sold out of these for a long time, and because these are like as is, I'm pretty much getting whatever they got, right? And I don't care because technically you can serve on these, but I'm gonna cut this thing. Or you can use them for serving, but I'm mainly just gonna be using them to bake stuff. So this is the cranberry, slightly darker color. I'm really glad that they're not used. So these are the two different colors. This one is the just flat out red, and this one is the cranberry. What's funny is when I saw these on there as these two colors, I was like, I first threw two of the red ones into my cart and it wouldn't take it. And I was like, what? And then I threw two cranberries in my cart and it wouldn't take it. And when I threw one in one, it took it, I bought it, and boom, the whole listing was gone. So they pretty much only had these two left. So that's how I ended up with two different colors. But you know, I would have liked to have the same color, but it's not that big a deal because these aren't, you know, these are just for me to use and throw stuff in the oven. Here's the silicone lid for the baker. And let's see, I got a whole bunch of stuff on the floor here. And another roll of silicone. I don't know what I can use these rolls of silicone for. I know, first off, I'm going to cut those white cutting boards that I use all the time. I'm going to cut a couple of these. I could cut a whole bunch of these. Yeah, into pieces just to use as a little mat under my cutting board. It doesn't even have to be the size of my cutting board because my cutting board's like this. I can just cut, you know, yeah, a small piece. So when I put it down, it goes like this. Then these, my dishwasher has a third rack on the top. I'll just pop them in the third rack to wash them, and groovy, right?
Yeah.
Those are fun. Yeah, you like those, Eric?
Sure.
So let's see what kind of questions we have. I really appreciate everybody's questions. I can't answer all of them. I do read all of them, though. I get a notification every time you post a comment, and I try to answer all of them that I can. I tend to answer more in my Facebook group, so if you want to get into my Facebook group, there's a link down in the description. On Facebook, it's just Amy Learns to Cook. I had the web address wrong before. It's facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. And let's see what kind of comments we have here. From last week, love the segment, What's Up Wednesday. What other culinary books do you recommend? I'm going to be having a video. I actually took a sort of informal poll on my personal Facebook page and the group, and to see what cookbooks everybody thought were their favorite. I've got some of them. So I'm going to be doing some videos on those, and then I'm going to be doing Amy's top 10 videos. So people have been making comments. Eric did this video a while back on his charcoal party at Home Depot. Basically, we go to Home Depot on Labor Day weekend, Memorial Day weekend, 4th of July weekend, and they always have bags of Kingsford on sale for an amazing price. And one year we went in there because we were still doing competition barbecue, and Eric literally bought an entire one of those flat carts full of bags of Kingsford. How many bags did you get?
I don't know, 24, 30, something.
Yeah,
like that.
so we still have a lot. But someone had mentioned that they were on sale again. So that's good. If you're going to buy charcoal, the weekends to get them again are Labor Day, Memorial Day, 4th of July weekend. They always run sales. That's when you just stock up on them.
And if you're a veteran, go to Home Depot and maybe Lowe's on Memorial Day. There's only a couple of days a year that they honor veterans, and you can save even more.
Yeah, that's definitely a great tip. So I got a lot of comments. I'm not exactly sure where to go with this because I think I got about 50-50 yay or nay on freeing the bread man from the box, right? I think about half of you said free it and the other half said keep it until my other one breaks. So I'm still on the fence about whether I should open and free the bread man from the box. So if you have any further comments on that, let me know. It's still in the box. I haven't taken it out yet. So let me know what you think about that. So a lot of people commented on the Instant Pot rice. A few people have done the recipe and it turned out fabulous. And I can tell you that is an absolute fabulous way to cook rice. If you want to take a look at that video, I'll put a link down in the description. But you can't go wrong with that. You can't go wrong with that method. At least I don't think. It turns out really, really good. So a lot of people ask me about my bread machine recipes, whether you can make it in a mixer. I don't think that there's any reason why you can't make anything in the mixer. You can even do it by hand. So, and I end up baking all my bread off in the oven anyway. So go ahead, go for it, right? So over in my Facebook group, my birthday was recently. Thank you everybody for your birthday wishes. I really appreciate it. We had a great time. Eric got me that phone that I just still can't believe that he got me, as well as he got me the cooking chef. The cooking chef is on its way. We didn't get a chance to open that up just because of my birthday and we were going out and all that. I do have a surprise for you though. So along the way, I met somebody that owns a factory that makes mixers. And I have discovered that this person is absolutely fabulous. They are, they have a great factory and they have a, totally mixer freak like I am. And he sent me one of his mixers. We received it the other day, and I'm looking so forward to unboxing it and taking a look at it. It is a commercial mixer, and one of the things I can tell you just from the video that he sent me, it's very, very quiet, which I'm looking forward to doing a sound test on. We're going to do a full test and review of it. One thing I can say is it's not currently available in the US, but they're working on that. So it's possible that this mixer might come to the US. So one of the things that he told me is that the mixer that we have here at the Amy Learns to Cook kitchen is the very first of his mixers that have ever come to the US. And we are the very first people that are going to get to try it out. I'm honored that we get to be the first people that take a look at this mixer and get to test it. And third, I'm so excited to test it and get that bad boy in the kitchen and see what it can do. We're going to do our regular test. We're going to do whipped cream. We're going to do something with the paddle, probably some cookies or something, and we're going to do bread dough. I don't want to give too much away about it, but just know that we have something very, very special to test out in the upcoming couple weeks, and I'm looking forward to it, and we're going to have a lot of fun with it. So I just want to thank everybody for all your birthday wishes. I had a great time. We went out for dinner and we had just a fabulous time. And I really love my new phone. I don't know how to use it, but I love it. I had an old phone. I had a Galaxy 5. And now this is a Galaxy S9 Plus. So if you guys know anything about phones, I'm not totally like a gadget junkie when it comes to electronics, but I'm looking forward to trying this out and see what it can do over my other phones. So thank you, Eric, for my phone and my mixer. And thank you, Mom and Dad, for the Ancestry test. I will let you guys in on what that comes out. It's going to be very, very interesting, to say the least. Please send me a request to join my Facebook group. We have a lot of fun in there. We talk about mixers, food processors, bread machines. We talk about everything cooking. People post pictures of stuff that they're cooking that is absolutely fabulous, and I want to cook everything, right? So make sure I'll leave a link down in the description for the Facebook group, and join in on the conversation, because we're having a lot of fun in there. If you like this video, please subscribe below and leave me a comment and a like, and visit my website at amylearnstocook.com. I'm also on Twitter and Pinterest at Amy Learns to Cook. I'm on Facebook at facebook.com/groups/Amy Learns to Cook. And I'm also on Instagram at Cooking with Amy.
Oh, this hurts. Hi, y'all. Now, Amy's got a little apology to do to me for her recent birthday. See, last year, Miss Amy loved the trip out to the Premium Outlet Mall, right? We had specific rules. She had money. I had to keep my lips zipped, and she could do anything she wanted. But in the end, she violated all the rules, and yet I did keep my lips zipped, right? This year, I pretty much let her pick to do kind of like what she wanted. What did she want for breakfast, lunch, dinner, whatever? She kind of said, oh, I want tableside guac. But she said we couldn't have it for lunch and dinner. I said, fine. I said, you can go anywhere you want. She goes, so where are you taking me? I go, it's wherever you want to go. So she started looking at me like, you didn't plan anything, did you? And she's thinking my birthday planning skills were rock bottom. Until I broke out that phone.
That was pretty cool.
When I stopped at an Amazon locker on a Friday and actually made her witness me pulling something out that she was never supposed to even know about, she's like, what is that? I wouldn't let her know. But I kind of dangled that little carrot in front of her. She's like, what is that?
That was evil.
And then I made a little trip over to Best Buy, got the stuff, and she's like, oh my God, what's going on? It's like, I don't know.
I was wondering what you were up to.
She had no idea what was going on.
No idea.
So, did my little birthday planning skills go up a few points?
I'll give you props on that, boo.
So, do you say, thank you, boo?
Thank you, boo-boo.
All right. Happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday! I'm a cartoon that looks like Sally Fields. Eric's kind of look like Burt Reynolds, so I think we can do a soul Smoking the Bandit thing.
Burt Reynolds with some...
We got a long way to go and a short time to get there. And I don't want to give too much away about it yet, but